Hello, everyone. Surprise bonus Dragon Age stream to make up for last Thursday. So far, everything seems to be running, so I think we're going to dive in right away and just play the game. So heads up though, if you missed my updates regarding my Dragon Age streams, all that's happened is that the stream is here. Hello, Rosael Play. All that's happened, this is in the meta world. All that's happened is that the game was crashing even more than usual. It wouldn't even load, which is why I ended up not streaming on Thursday and why I'm doing a bonus stream now. How I ended up fixing the problem was the way I was trying really hard to not fix the problem. It was my last resort, was to turn down texture details. So you will see a significant drop in quality of the game, but that being said, it's an old enough game that a significant drop in quality still, you know, it's not like it was a pinnacle of quality graphics to begin with. So hopefully that will still be acceptable. We'll see how it runs in cutscenes and stuff. Hopefully it won't crash. I have it loaded here, so that's a good sign. So yeah, a bit of a scramble to get to streaming today, but that being said, so a bit of a scramble to get to streaming today, so I don't have like an official written down recap, but because I think I will recap things as they become relevant, just because a lot has happened in the game generally, and I'm not 100% sure what we're going to get to today. So I will recap stuff as it becomes relevant. So what is relevant right now, where we left off, we had just finished Orzammar. So we have among our allies against the Blight, which is a supernatural, apocalyptic kind of zombie apocalypse, but if Dragon was leading the zombies and the zombies were also kind of orcs. We're in the early stages of that, which is, it's called a Blight. We're trying to stop it. We're gathering allies for it. We've already gathered the Dalish Elves, the Circle of Magi, and just got the Dwarves of Orzammar. So last stream was mostly spent doing personal quests and stuff for our companions, and finding out that Wynne, who's like our wizard healer grandma, is apparently had died and has a spirit from the Fade, which is like the world of dreams and spirits, inhabiting her body and keeping her alive. So she's kind of implied that she's on borrowed time, basically. So we did a quest with her where we kind of learned more about that, but then we also learned about a mage that she had mentored, who ran away. She assumed was dead, but we tracked him down with the Dalish Elves, and she got to say like sorry to him because she was too harsh of a mentor, and that's why he ran away. We found an ex-fling of Oghren's, who is a dwarf whose wife we just killed, so we know we kind of owed him. Anyway, we found an ex-fling of his and reconnected them, and that was successful. We ran into some assassins, came after Leliana specifically, which is new. It's usually been me and Alistair that the assassins are after. So Leliana's ex is a spy, and Leliana used to be a spy, and her ex has sent assassins after her because of some knowledge that she gained while she was a spy. So we want to deal with that. Morrigan, ages ago, we killed her mom, and that was great news for her. So I think we've resolved everything with her. Sten was missing a sword, which culturally for the Qunari, which he is a big deal. So we found his sword for him, and now he really likes us. And Alistair has requested, he believes he has a half-sister in Denerim that he would like to meet. He is a bastard of the previous king, Marek, half-brother of the late king, Kaelin. So Alistair is kind of, seeking out some family. So we have that to do for him. And then finally, what we have gone back to Orzammar for is Shale, who is a golem, learned that golems were made from living dwarves that had volunteered to become golems. And Shale has no memory of this. They have no memory of who they were before they were a golem. They didn't even know they used to be a dwarf. And so they have requested that we go and investigate the old abandoned dwarven kingdoms to try and kind of find out more about who Shale was. So we're back in Orzammar for that. But I off-stream finished up a bunch of Orzammar side quests that we'd kind of left hanging. But I decided on stream that we would... I would resolve the Dagna stuff on stream. So Dagna was a dwarf who, despite the fact that dwarves are not connected to the Fade and therefore cannot do magic, she really wants to study at the Circle of Magi, just like theoretically. She wants to do theoretical studying of magic and lyrium and all that fun stuff. So we went to the Circle of Magi. Actually, I don't think I did that on stream. I think off stream I went to the Circle of Magi to be like, hey, Irving, this dwarven girl wants to come study at the Circle of Magi. And he was like, actually, I think we could learn a lot from each other because dwarves mine lyrium and lyrium is all magical and stuff. So yes, she can come. So we're going to tell her that. And I believe I have turned the sound on. I have. Good for me.
Hello. How can I... Oh, it's you. And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said.
And then some. First Enchanter Irving accepted you for study.
Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a dwarven observer in the circle since your Relden in the 13th century.
Sure.
I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books? Tuition?
Nothing. The mages need every ally they can get.
Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
We should go to the circle and see her there. Yeah, so the main place where you're seeing the texture loss, I feel like, is in the clothing. A bit of the faces as well, but yeah, and just like the bricks and stuff. So anyway, it's not horrible. It's the price I am willing to pay to be able to play the game. So yeah. So back into the deep roads, which I know we were just in so much, but if we clear Shale's quest, then I feel good about us all kind of heading to Denerim. These textures look garbage, and I only play games from 1985. Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. They're just like very muddy now. They're just very muddy textures. I think it's particularly noticeable with this outfit because this is usually a much more detailed, like this is all fur and stuff. Anyway, it kind of looks like how it looks when the game is struggling to load and it takes a second for the textures to load and I know that a crash is coming. That's what it looks like. So I guess we won't really know now. I think I can just go anywhere. And it will trigger Shale's quest, but I don't know that for sure. So we're just picking a place at random.
This place is
great.
Familiar.
Makes me feel like I'm sleepy, but maybe I just am. I mean, yeah, you might just be sleepy. That might just be what's going on there. Do you remember something?
I am not certain. There is a place, a cavern that is not far from here. I know where it is. I remember.
We can go there if you like.
Its offer is appreciated. I will mark the location on its map. If we can journey there soon, I am most curious as to what we will find.
Great. We're going to turn right back around. And beautiful. It's marked with a little shale. Okay. This looks promising. It's like it's been so long. How do I even play this game? Okay, what do we have here? I've been doing so much Tailspire that every time I want to turn the camera, I press the wrong button first because it's a different button to turn the camera. Okay, who do we got all here? Let's throw you in that. Let's give you some walking bomb. Then let's stun you both. Can I get everybody? Oh, I can definitely get you guys. Yeah. Okay, great. Oh, I got Dr. Chompy too, though. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, where did you guys come from? Rude. Yes, this should be fine. And then let's let you on a little bit of fire. I have an ice one too now, I think. Oh, did I die? I did. I was not paying attention to my health. Hey, Wynne, that's the point of you. Is you're supposed to pay attention to my health, so I don't have to. I can just pay attention to everybody else's health. Really slacking. Okay, she has cleansing aura going, which means... Oh, okay, recast it. Because it did not work on me. How is Dr. Chompy? Oh no, Dr. Chompy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He's got all kinds of injuries. Oh boy. Okay. Just as soon as this is the cleansing aura is back, we're going to take care of all that. Man, what was I doing that I got Dr. Chompy so injured? Anything over here? No, doesn't look like it. Wait, was this a dead end over here? Surely not. Yeah, no, there's a cave over here. Cool. Okay. Oh, cleansing aura's back. Alright, everyone gather around. Yeah, I'm all better. Dr. Chompy is also all better. Perfect. Thank you, Wynne. Appreciate you. Okay, I think this was a dead end over here. Yeah. Look at that texture loading in the distance. And then I can't get past here. This rock is insurmountable. There's a bunch of water on the other side too. So I suppose I can't swim. I've seen no evidence that I can swim anyway. And you know what? It makes sense that they wouldn't teach mages how to swim so that they can't escape from the tower easily. Because it is surrounded by water.
This is it. Kadash Tig.
How do you know that?
I do not know. It is an odd thing to experience. These ruins are always overrun by vermin. There may be something noteworthy further in, however.
You betcha.
Was this the home once? Did I live here?
Okay. What can I give you? I'm sorry. That mind blast was redundant. Let's just put one of you guys in this. Yeah. I do wish that guy had died first instead of last. He did no extra damage to everyone around him. Oh. This is fun.
And I'm off.
You seem like you're tough. Let's... While I'm out of the fray, take this opportunity to do a long cast. Is this annoying? Alright, great work everybody. Man, I didn't check my inventory. Oh, I did. Okay, great. I must have cleared it out off stream. Because after coming back from Orzammar, I surely was close to being full of everything. Okay.
And I'm off. Oh, right. Going.
I don't think there's anything over here. Just water. Zevran. Go check out this chest for me. I don't actually know that it's locked. I'm just assuming. Oh, it wasn't. Oh well. Okay. I know that water was a bottomless pit. Even with the textures up, the water is not super great, but look at the... It's got just like, it's missing a bunch of textures, so you can kind of see through it. Anyway, I should focus on fighting things, shouldn't I? Oh, let's put you in this crushing prison, please. I've had enough of... I don't want anyone else casting spells but me and Wynne. Aha! Okay, great. Oh, that mostly took care of him. The Zevranator. That's what they call him.
Yes.
No, I don't need to do that. I was gonna maybe use a fireball, but that'll knock my guys over, and I don't think we need it. These guys aren't too tough. Okay.
Huh.
Zevran.
Your wish?
Uh-huh. Yeah, he likes me enough that we're on the your wish level. You can tell how much somebody likes you by how annoyed they sound when you click them to get them to do stuff for you.
And I'm off.
Oh boy, look at all this. Do I want to use any of this? What is it? Darkspawn longsword. I don't think that's better than anybody else's stuff. The only thing would be, yeah, no. Okay. Nope. I don't think any of this stuff is any better than what we have. But I do want to see what this was. Plus 12 constitution, minus 3 strength, minus 3 willpower. Interesting. That might be okay for Sten or Oghren. I can't remember. You know what? I think Sten I'm doing a dex build with as well. So maybe Sten for... I guess it depends who I'm doing a constitution build with.
Whatever was once here is gone.
And I don't remember. I don't remember who. And... should hit everybody. Uh-huh. Great. How are you doing? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna loot while they get started on that battle. I'll keep an eye on their health. They seem to be doing fine. I'm not worried about them. Oh, look at all these traps. Okay. Hey, Zevran, bud. Okay.
Saving the day.
That did knock everybody over. There was enough people that it was worth it. Probably. Oh, Wynne leveled up. Good for you. Okay.
Going.
I decided Zevran is this universe's Xander, like the name. Zevran is short for Zevran. Like Xander is short for Alexander.
Going. Yes.
There is something about Like the character?
That sounds better.
that is a wild assertion. They're both good looking. I think that's about as far as the comparison can go. Funny story, the wedding you were just at. Ooh, okay, all right. Is this related to Buffy? Because I know there was a Buffy fan involved in this wedding. One of the vows was, I promise to finish watching Buffy with you. Oh, they're on season 2. So we're a little ahead on our watch, where I get forcing you guys to watch along. Gosh, what do I want to give you, Wynne? We were talking about Buffy a bit the day after I told them about the Xander show. The Xander show is a work of art. It's so beautiful. It's great. I want to say that it counts as like transformative work. I don't want to use any of these powers that use up her willpower so that she can keep healing. So let's just give her a freeze. And the groom was like, Xander? Is that the guy with the shirt? Was wearing t-shirts? Is that the guy with the shirt, implying that every other guy on the show doesn't wear any shirts ever? I mean, she has been trying to get him to the whole 7 years they dated, so it was a big promise. Yeah, that is a big promise. That's beautiful. What direction was I going? This way? Or did I come from this way? Oh no, I'm so easily turned around. Let's use the map. Yep, I came from that way. I do like the idea of Zevran being, or not Zevran, Xander. See, now you've got me mixing them up, and I must say that they are the same. It's just that their names are similar. Pile of bones. I'm sure there's no trap here. Okay. There's no trap there. 2 seasons in, and that's all he remembers about the multi-dimensional character, Xander. I was going to put a last name, but I don't know what his last name is. Harris. His last name is Harris. Alexander Xander Zanderson. Yep, that is his name. But no, Harris. Harris is his last name. Oh, there's a dead guy over here. There's something a little nerve-wracking when you...
Now what?
Yep. It's like you know there's gotta be enemies around when something's already killed your usual enemy. Once again, I prioritized looting, and Zevran got poisoned for it. Oops, that's not what I meant to press. There we go. And I'm gonna blow all of us up. I thought we spoiled something for him, but it was literally something he'd seen at the end of season 1, like the major plot point. Oh no. Oh no. What was it? What did he not remember that he thought you spoiled for him? Oh dang it, the guy was casting it on, they all died. That was a very ineffectual chain lightning. The problem with weaker enemies is, on the one hand, the nice thing is a chain lightning could really take them all out, but the problem is chain lightning takes a while to cast, so sometimes my friends have killed them all by the time my spell is ready. That the main baddie is defeated? Oh no. Wow. Wow. That's an unfortunate thing to just not remember. I was gonna say, you know, you would think you would at least assume that the main baddie was defeated by the end of the season, but I guess if you don't remember a lot, you might not remember that that's kind of the setup of each season, is there's a bad guy, usually a big bad, that has like the meta arc of the season, not the meta arc, the like macro arc of the season, and and that they're usually defeated by the end of the season, that there's not like multi-arc or multi-season villains. So I guess if you don't remember much about the show, you might not remember, because some shows nowadays have like multi-season villains, and you know what? Even some shows back in the day would have a multi-season villains, or somebody who orchestrates and is behind the nope, that was ineffectual too. We're too good. My friends are too good. They kill everybody all the time. But yeah. So I was going to give him more of a hard time for not just assuming that that's what happens at the end to that villain. But I retract that. I retract that mocking before I even made it. Still, seems like a major thing to forget. Which is hilarious. And delightful. I guess if I mean, I wonder when, like, do you know when he started? Zan the Man. Because also if it's been a minute since he watched, he did seem like a multi-level. Yeah, that's the thing, is if you come into the first season and he's like supposed to be this ancient vampire that you would think the like vampire show would maybe have him be like the one who orchestrates all of it. I think it's been years that they've progressed this far over. Yeah.
Crawling with
so that's fair.
Typical.
It's still a funny thing to forget, but it's also a fair thing to forget. It's fair to forget anything when it's been that long. I am fully prepared to have to give lots of reminders and recaps and stuff when we get back into watching it, just because it's been a minute since we've watched it too. Probably about a year since we've watched it, actually. A little less than a year, I think, if I'm remembering my timeline correctly. No, don't kill me. Don't do that. Be in a prism. Oh, why are you not casting it, girl? What's going on? Well, now he's dead, so that's why you're not casting it. I will never forget the season 1 guy who goes who. Yeah. He's in the show exactly twice, and I don't even remember what the second time is, but we definitely have passed it. And I still don't remember it, but it was the second time is so unmemorable that I forgot it happened, and we were all so delighted to see him again. But he's an OG character, the guy who says who. He's from the pilot. Possibly the second part of the pilot, so technically maybe the second episode, but still. OG cast member, right there. Wow, no, I'm trying to open this chest here. Okay, they are. Yes.
I still remember my first battle.
You want him to be the big bad of the final season?
Yes.
I mean, I don't want you to get your hopes up, so I will spoil for you right now that he is not. You have seen all of the guy who says who content that you are going to see in the show, very sadly. That being said, it's not like unreasonable sometimes, as much as you may be joking. Sometimes they do just randomly pull background characters who've had like 1 or 2 lines and make them bigger characters. Where I hear the music, I hear the drama music, but I don't see the bad guys. Ominous. Okay, there they are. They're up there. So I'll have to go there. I came this way. Well, time to start a Bring Back Buffy campaign strictly to get Who Guy more airtime. I should look up who he is. I don't even know who the actor is. I'm like, what is he? Has he done anything else since? What's he up to? For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, either because they haven't seen it or because they understandably don't remember this character, it was a character who randomly, while two other characters are gossiping about Buffy, randomly pops his head into the conversation and goes, "Who?" And he pretty much delivers it just like that, and it's very good. And it's a very random, he's like two other named characters, one of whom is like a series regular, having a conversation, and then he just randomly pops into it. And you know what? Bless him for it. It was the greatest overacting. It was literally a one-word line, and he went for it. Okay. Oh, Zevran, did you... Oh, no, you went down and I didn't even notice. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, in theory, your aura should be... Sometimes I have to recast it in order to get it to work again. So, we'll do some looting in the meantime while we wait for that to recharge. Oh, I couldn't get through that way. Oh, I didn't even need Zevran for this one. There wasn't a lock. Possibly the chests are really easy to get into because you can kind of do this quest at any time. As long as Shale likes you now. No, because you have to have done Orzammar first. So, I don't know. I don't know why they're so easy to get to. He was too good for the show. Yeah. Yeah. He deserves his own show.
What I hope to find here.
You're uncertain of what you hope to find here, huh? Oh, well, that was an autosave, so definitely a fight. It's nice, though. The bridges are quite epic. I like the way that the ground has moved to, like, make everything very... I don't know. Everything's kind of tipping over. It's great. Alright. Here we go. Ogre Alpha. Okay, I thought as an alpha he would probably still be able to move, but it will do continuous damage to him. So still worth casting. Oh, though, I forget that freezing them also seems to do... Oh man, we're kicking its ass. This is gonna be fine. I say as a bunch of shrieks show up. Oh, he resisted it this time. Dude, okay. My health is not great. Let's drink a potion, actually. Oh. I think Wynne just healed me just in time for me to take that potion. Oh, he's really going after me. We have 1,000,000 healing potions though, so I'll just watch my health and tank it. Ooh, and Zevran's getting the nice slow-mo. And this shriek is still going after him though. Oh man, Wynne! No! Don't kill my healer! What the fuck? How fucking dare you? My god. Okay. Well, it was a close call, but we pulled through, everybody. Okay. There's a broken chest over here, some crystals over here.
And I'm off.
And let's maybe save real quick before we progress the plot. Well, actually, I can save over this one.
What is this? This I remember. It has dates and names. This is to honor those who volunteered, those who became golems. And there is my name. Shale of House Kadash. I recognize it. I was not created as I am now. I was once a creature of living flesh, a dwarf and a woman. This is a revelation.
Shale of House Kardashian. Yes. Yes. I hope it's what you were looking for.
It is something. It is an answer, though still I wish I had been able to speak with Caradon. I will need to think on these things I have learned. Perhaps I will speak to it of them soon. For now, let us carry on as we have.
I could have taken Shale with me. Ooh, Shale approves plus 18. Heck yeah. Man, where are we at? 77. Pretty good. Yeah, so I knew that, like, taking Shale with me to meet Caradon is a nice moment for Shale, so, I am, you know, I do regret a little bit, but the thing is, it's like, taking Oghren with you obviously is a big deal, because it's his wife that we're hunting after, so and there's not really a lot of reason to have both Shale and Oghren. You're just getting a pretty strong tank-heavy party for what can be some tricky fights, which I guess I could have tried that battle with more tanks, but I needed some more DPS to take out Bronca. Anyway, all this to say that I chose letting Oghren be there for that final battle over letting Shale be there. But if anyone ever plays this, it is nice having Shale there to talk to Caradon as well. Caradon, if you recall, was like the golem that he was the one who revealed to us how golems were made. I believe he's the one who like created the Anvil of the Void, which is used to make golems, and he ultimately made a crown for us to give to our choice for the successor to the Dwarven throne. So, you know, he helped us out, but then he did die.
I have a question for you, Shale. How does it feel to be a giant statue?
What a bizarre question. How else would it feel?
I haven't eaten in days.
Does it hurt? Do you feel like you've been buried under a pile of rock? Or do you feel nothing at all?
I have nothing to compare it to. How does it feel to be considered an inferior race when compared to others who are just as soft and weak as you?
Wow, Shale.
Fine.
How very fragile it must be. One touch and its kind crumples, spilling liquid everywhere. No wonder they clad themselves in metal.
It takes more than just a touch, I'm sure.
I feel very solid and immortal. No putrid liquids to squirt out of me. Oh, no.
Now that you mention it, I suddenly rather feel like a delicate mushroom.
Delightful. We haven't gone, man, I didn't even think to go across the banter bridge, and we haven't had Shale in our party a lot, so we haven't had a lot of Shale banter. Okay. Okay, I think I can actually just go to the map here. Yes, let's go to party camp. Make sure everybody's healed up, see if anybody needs to talk to me. Okay, let's see if Shale has anything to say.
It has occurred to me that I have been... Excuse me. This is not easy. It occurs to me that I have been less than charitable with it since it reanimated me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have good reasons, I think.
I have come to realize that it has been good to me. You have been good to me, even though you had no control rod to enforce obedience. I have never had one before, so I don't know how to thank you for being, you know.
I'm gonna say a friend, even though I like a soft, squishy flesh creature. I mean, They're having a hard time. I won't make them say it. I'll say it for them. A friend?
Exactly so. I followed you expecting to find answers to my questions, but I think I have found something better.
Shale. I am honored, Shale. Does this mean I get to be called? Yeah, I did clock the change in pronoun. Does this mean I get to be called you now? No, I'm honored. I'm honored, Shale.
Oh, let us not speak of this awkward bonding moment ever again. To the road.
I'm proud of you for talking about your feelings, Shale. That seemed very difficult for you. It was very sweet. Okay. Sorry, I just impulsively save constantly.
Your desire is my command.
Ooh, look at that texture on his armor. Okay, I don't think I have anything more to say. I should maybe... I'm wondering... It's because I feel like at this point there's a conversation should have triggered with Alistair. Like a romance one that he says, and I'm like, do I have to do... I might have to do his personal quest first. That might be what I need to do. So I guess I'll do that, and then if it doesn't trigger, then I will trigger it manually. But I like it better when he's the one who instigates the conversation. But let's save properly in case, I don't know, something goes terribly awry and I should have instigated the conversation. All right, let's get, let's actually leave Zevran behind for now. Yes. Because,
yes,
we're going to go to Denerim. Finally. We're finally going to go to Denerim. Because I don't think I have anything else I want to do before I go there. And Alistair and Leliana have some quests there. Once I do Leliana's, I'll switch Zevran back out, but... yeah, I think we'll go to Denerim, we'll see what's up there, and then I'll maybe take a quick break before we dive into all the things we can find there. All right. Okay, first things first. Do you see anything interesting? Aw, okay.
Denerim. If we have time, I would like to look for Marjolaine.
That's why I brought you.
To settle.
Marjolaine, for as a refresher, is the ex-girlfriend that I mentioned before. Man, what do I even want to do here? Do I have the full map? I do not. Oh, there should be new Chantry board quests.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and he is our maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods.
What? No mention of dessert? Surely this is a miracle.
Okay.
And I'm off.
Alright, let's just, we're gonna just grab a bunch of quests. A bunch of side quests that I probably will do off stream. But, you know. Okay. Then... there we go. That's what I was trying to get before. Try not... oh, wait, I suppose he's just off to do some shopping. Dr. Chompy runs up to you happily. He appears to have found a friend. He wags his tail. No, you can't keep him. Oh no, if he comes with... this is better. If he comes with us, he's going to have to fight Darkspawn. I know he's too young. That's my point. Yeah! Thank you for redeeming Pet Dr. Chompy. Let's do it. Let's do it, little buddy. Yo, buddy. Yeah. He's a good boy. He's such a good boy. All right. Perfect. Okay. Now. Yes. Okay. What I'm going to do, I have a bunch of new stuff there. But I also have Denerim's alienage. Okay. Just Denerim somewhere vaguely. Okay. And then I believe this guy's also in the alienage, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to go to the alienage and then I don't remember. I'll just wander until I find this guy. Now, I did this one off stream, so either I reloaded a save where I hadn't done it, or the game is glitching, but I will off stream figure out if I need to go help that Hala, which is just like a pretty deer. Okay, this one's also in Denerim, I believe. Is it in the alienage as well? I think so. A lot of these are in the alienage, and then 2 can be found in it. Okay, yeah. So I have a bunch of side quests from a billion years ago that I needed to go to Denerim to finish. Okay, new Chanter's Word, and this is the main reason we're here. Is we are looking for Brother Genitivi in Denerim. He is supposedly he's a scholar who supposedly knows where the Urn of Sacred Ashes is, which I will recap what we're trying to do with the Urn of Sacred Ashes when I get back from my break. Yeah. I don't know what else in the world. I gave you a recipe for. I did this one too. I must have either reloaded a save that didn't have those behind those little mini ones done, or they glitched on me. I was loading a lot of saves to try and figure out the crashing problem, so it is very possible. So, okay. I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to get back to figuring out all this Denerim stuff. I think we're going to try and find Marjolaine, and we're going to try and find Brother Genitivi, and I think those will be our goals, and if we happen to run into those side quests along the way, then great. But if not, they're simple for me to do off stream. Though there is some cool stuff in the alienage that I feel like I do want to show off, so. And I don't remember why we go to the alienage. Anyway. I will be back shortly. Let's say like 8 minutes after the hour. See you soon. And we're back. Back into Denerim. I'm just gonna wander because I don't really remember where I'm supposed to go. Oh, assassin's contact for Leliana. Well, I'm going to talk to the Sarah lady first.
What was that soup you made for supper last night?
Oh, that's a traditional Ferelden lamb and pea stew. Do you like it?
Oh, so it was lamb then. It had a certain texture I don't normally associate with lamb.
They didn't make lamb and pea stew for you in Lothering?
We ate simply there. Whole grains made into biscuits or bread, and vegetables from the garden, cooked lightly. No heavy stews.
Ah, so the last lamb you had was probably cooked Orlesian style. Food shouldn't be frilly and pretentious like that. Now, here in Ferelden, we do things right. We take our ingredients, throw them in the largest pot we can find, and cook them for as long as possible until everything is a uniform grey colour. As soon as it looks completely bland and unappetizing, that's when I know it's done.
You're having me on.
You need to eat in more Ferelden inns.
Beautiful. Beautiful lifting of the veil of Ferelden culture.
Good day.
Okay. I feel like that lady does something eventually, but we're going to focus
Yes.
on Leliana. Whoa! Immediately! Whoa! Immediately! Oh man! Oh, look at Alistair's pretty sword, even with the low texture quality. Oh well, he got stunned. Oh, they both got stunned. Great. Sounds accurate to medieval cooking. Yeah. That's true. That's true. let's focus on one person. I should stop switching between them.
Nice try. It is done.
That's a lot of blood.
Perfect. It's actually not that much blood. Probably because I turned down the textures. Oh, there it comes. There's the blood now. It's kind of weird and cloudy. You have something, though. Money? Money. Great. Great news, everybody. I should check on Dr. Chompy every once in a while and make sure that he didn't get injuries while I wasn't looking.
And I'm off.
Leliana. Oh, so lovely to see you again, my dear.
Spare me the pleasantries. I know you're...
Oh, you must excuse the shabby accommodations.
At least the blood isn't square, that's right.
See what I have to work with. This country smells like wet dog everywhere. I cannot get this smell out. Even now it is in my hair, my clothes. Ugh.
Did you hear Dr. Chompy whine at the background when she said that? Oh, goodness. Oh, what to say? What to say? Let's not be defensive. We're going to get straight to the point. Why did you send assassins after Leliana?
So business-like, your companion.
Yeah, I want answers.
You framed me, had me caught, and tortured. I thought that in Ferelden I would be free of you, but it seems I am not. What happened to make you hate me so? Why do you want me dead so badly?
Dead? Nonsense. I know you, my Leliana. I know what you are capable of. 4 or 5 men you can dispatch easily. They were sent to give you cause to come to me. And see, here you are.
Try a letter. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you could have just sent her a letter.
Ignore what she says. She's lying. I know how she works. What are you up to, Marjolaine? Why are you in Ferelden?
In truth, you have knowledge that you can use against me. For my own safety, I cannot let you be. Did you think I did not know where you were? Did you think I would not watch, my Leliana? What is she up to, I thought? The quiet life, the peasant clothes, hair ragged and messy like a boy. This is not her. You were planning something, I told myself, so I watched. But no letters were sent, no messages, you barely spoke to anyone. Clever, Leliana, very clever. You almost had me fooled. But then, you left the chantry so suddenly. What conclusion should I draw? You tell me.
You think I left because of you? You think I still have some plan for revenge? You are insane, paranoid.
Sending 5 men to their death is just an invitation with more pizzazz. Agreed, yeah. I don't know what you're fussing about, Leliana. Seems legit to me. Oh, yeah, we're gonna... Definitely, not everything is about you, Marjolaine. I forgot about the line, but I used to quote clever, Leliana. Very clever, so much. Okay, not everything is about you, Marjolaine.
Oh, is that what you think?
It is what I think. That's why I said it.
I would believe nothing she says. Not a one. She will use you. You look at her and you see a simple girl, a friend, trusting and warm. It is an act.
I am not you, Marjolaine. I left because I didn't want to become you.
Oh, but you are me. You cannot escape it. No one will understand you the way I do, because we are one and the same. Do you know why you were a master manipulator, Leliana?
We are alike, you and I.
You enjoyed the game. You reveled in the power it gave you. You cannot change or deny this.
Oh boy. I trust Leliana, no matter what you say.
Thank you. You will not threaten me or my friends again, Marjolaine. I want you out of my life forever.
Leliana has put the past behind her. You should too.
Leave Ferelden. Go back to Arl and never return. What you do is no longer my concern.
I see. I will go, for now. But you carry a dangerous secret of mine, Leliana. It is not over. Not for us.
She's gone. I don't know what to think. She said it wasn't over. No, she was lying. She won't come back. I need some time to myself. We will talk later.
Fair, fair. Yeah, so you can convince Leliana to just kill her then. But, you know, we've been playing it very second chancey. Letting people have second chances so far, so. That resolves the Marjolaine stuff, but, you know, leaves it open for her to come back eventually. Dr. Chompy, I need you to not get in my way there. My dear boy. Okay. Well, I think that's everything in this house. That's that resolved. Easy peasy. No problem. X's, am I right? Okay. Now. Can I change out my party? No. That should be fine. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this.
They say you can get anything here. I once got pickpocketed.
That's a great idea. We should do some pickpocketing. It's Zevran, though, that I've been given pickpocketing skills to, so I should wait on that front. There's all kinds of things.
Dwarven crafts. Fine Dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better. Dwarven crafts. Fine Dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
So what you've seen already is...
I recognize you. From Ostagar.
No, you don't.
Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend.
Oh, shit.
And good King Kaelin. I demand satisfaction.
Okay, there's been a misunderstanding here. Yeah, I'm gonna try and lie. I don't know that I have enough coercion to do this, or I have a lot of coercion, but I might not have enough of this cunning. So me, a Grey Warden? You must be mistaken.
Pardon me, sir. You must think I'm a fool. You really do look like... too much ale. Yes, too much. Excuse me.
Oh my goodness. You think all elves look the same, don't you? Great. Well, that went fantastically. It's because it really is just a misunderstanding. I would kind of feel bad about killing that guy. He just interpreted the events of Ostagar, you know? Don't believe the lies friends of the Grey Wardens assemble. This is a poster we're reading. The hidden pearl holds the key to resistance. The griffins will rise again. The hidden pearl. Oh, we're not going to go to the pearl just yet.
I spoke to this hunter the other day, and you know what he says?
The one who talked about all the werewolves?
The very same. Said he saw him plain as day. Wonder what he's been drinking.
Saw the hero, Dane, walking beside them too, I expect. With Andraste following behind.
Yeah, most likely.
No, he did. There were werewolves.
So, what did your uncle say? Is he doing what you said?
Shh, not so loud.
So who's listening?
I
don't
am.
see any soldiers around, are you? I'm tired of whispering.
Look, I'll tell you about it later. Not while you're yelling about, that's for sure.
Well, they seem up to...
So, why don't them mages just whip up a spell and make those darkspawn go away?
Yeah, why don't we do that? Hey! Excuse me. I'm doing more than you are, sir. How dare. Hello.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Shit. Wait, Warden, how do you know who I am?
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry. Even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
All right, you're a practical man, and I like that about you. Is the market district really that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Arl Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot, And Arl Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
How are they worse?
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest.
They fucking
Some of them
would
are
be.
the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
Copy that. Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious?
Yeah, I got time.
Yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I
I'll
send
go
my
there
boys
later.
in, someone might get maker forbid.
Don't you
hurt,
worry.
And I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
In fairness to you, I do light people on fire a lot. Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
Okay, we're gonna do that later, though. Oh, Mage's Collective Bag. Okay. Chanter's Board. Okay.
That's my sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see?
Yes. Let's do that. Yes, let's do that.
Will she even know who I am? Does she even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister. Oh, now I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go.
You betcha, buddy. Okay. We are gonna save game here.
Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
All right, then.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Goldanna? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldanna, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
He's telling the truth. Listen to him.
Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
For all the good it does me. You killed mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off.
That's hardly Alistair's fault, is it?
And who in the Maker's name are you? Some elf to follow him about and carry his riches for him?
Hey, don't speak to her that way. She's my friend and a Grey Warden, just like me.
Thanks,
Oh, I
Alistair.
see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me?
No,
I don't
no.
know
She's
you,
not projecting
boy.
anything at all.
Your royal
Nope.
father forced himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Goldanna, Alistair came here hoping to find his family.
Well, he found it. And what good is that to me? None, that's what. Unless he can see to it that his family lives as it should.
I suppose maybe I could give her some money for my nieces and nephews. 15 sovereigns, maybe? Would you let me give her that?
Yes, go ahead if you like. I'm inclined not to give her anything, but this is Alistair's reunion. I'm gonna let him decide.
Then here, Goldanna, take this money. I know it's not much, but...
You, a prince, marching in here with your fancy armor and such, and this is all you got to offer? You must think I'm very stupid.
No, wait, I don't think that at all. I want to help, if I can.
You want to help? You go to whatever high and mighty folks you run with, and you tell them you've got nephews and nieces that aren't living as they've a right to. You do that.
Oh boy. It looks like all she wants is your money.
Yes, it really seems that way, doesn't it? I wasn't expecting my sister to be so... I'm starting to wonder why I came.
I don't know why you came either, or what you expected to find. But it isn't here. Now get out of my house, the both of you.
Let's leave now. We're not gonna suggest violence and try and let's try and de-escalate the situation. Let's leave now.
I agree. Let's get out of here.
Being mean to Alistair.
Well, that was not what I expected, to put it lightly. I'm sorry I gave her any money at all. This is the family I've been wondering about all my life? That gold-digging harridan? I can't believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? I feel like a complete idiot.
Okay. I think if I'm remembering correctly, in order to have some stuff happen later that I want to happen, that I have to say number 2. And I'm trying to say it in a light of you gotta learn to stick up for yourself. Everyone is out for themselves. You should learn that. I think that's the...
Yes, I suppose you're right. I should. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I'm sorry that went so poorly, though, Alistair. It's sad. It's a bummer. It's a bummer that it's like, you know, there's a little personal quest to have a little reunion, and it went so poorly. Yes. Oh, Friends of Red Ginny, eh? I think this is also the direction I want to go for other quests. Wait. Oh no, I turned around the wrong way. Yeah, we're going the right direction now. Okay, non-noble tavern. A Genitivi's home. Okay, we do want to go here. All right. Okay, so I should explain. So reminder that we went to Redcliffe Village, which is where Alistair grew up. He was raised by the Arl of Redcliffe, named Eamon. And anyway, so we were pretty convinced that we could go to Arl Eamon, who is a human noble, and get help against specifically Loghain, who is ruling the kingdom of Ferelden right now. But Loghain is ruling the kingdom of Ferelden because he quit the field in the middle of a battle and left the previous king to die. His daughter was the king's wife. She's the queen, so he's kind of like ruling on her behalf. And Loghain, in order to cover his tracks about this, blamed the last king's death on the Grey Wardens, which include Alistair and myself. So yeah, we need some like human nobles behind the Grey Wardens in order to try and counter the slander that has been put out there by Loghain that we betrayed the king and got him killed. However, when we went to go get help from Arl Eamon, those of you who are watching might recall that the town was overrun with like zombies and skeletons and undead, and we found out we helped save the town from that. We got rid of the demon that was causing it, but the demon had come there in part because Arl Eamon is gravely ill. And we found out that he's gravely ill because he was poisoned. And the only thing that might cure this poison is the Urn of Sacred Ashes, which is like a legendary, historic, ancient, like piece of it has to do with the chantry. Andraste was like basically a mix of Joan of Arc and Jesus in this universe, and she was burned at the stake, and so her ashes, which this urn is said to contain, are supposed to have curative properties. They're supposed to be able to cure any ailment. So that being said, they're kind of just rumored. They're a legend. But we said in order to cure Arl Eamon and get him and other human nobles to ally with us, that we would go and find the Urn of Sacred Ashes. So our only lead on that so far is this brother Genitivi, who apparently is a scholar and apparently has been looking into discovering the location of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. So we're at his house. That's where we're at there. Waylon, hey, what's up? What's up, bud?
Yes. What are you doing here?
I'm looking for Brother Genitivi.
Brother Genitivi? Why?
Because. Let's cut straight to it. Has he found Andraste's ashes? Arl Eamon needs them.
He was on the trail of the Urn of Sacred Ashes, yes. Whether he found it, the Maker only knows. I haven't seen Brother Genitivi in weeks. He said no word. It's so unlike him. I'm afraid something has happened. Genitivi's research into the urn may have led him into danger.
Why would searching for the urn lead him into danger?
Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genitivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genitivi, and they too have disappeared.
There has been a lot of knights disappearing. I must go after them. I need the urn for Arl Eamon.
No, don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us.
Ill luck befalls me all the time. I just blow it up.
Are not meant to be found. I know that now.
I need to obtain the ashes, or Arl Eamon will die.
So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Calenhard, investigating something in that area.
What exactly was he investigating?
I don't know. All I discovered from going through his research was that he was staying at the inn.
But you just said that he spoke to you and told you that.
Yes, of course he told me, but I also went through his things to see if I could find other clues to his whereabouts.
Mm-hmm. You sound nervous. Hiding something?
That's not true. I told you everything I know. Brother Genitivi told me about the inn, and that's all.
Told us? Who's us?
Us? I mean me. There is no us. Bah! Why do I keep up this charade?
I don't know, man.
I gave you a chance to turn aside and forget you ever heard of Genitivi and the urn, but you persisted. Now it has come to this. Andraste, forgive me, I do this in your name.
Totally believe Shifty Eyes guy here. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, he's a mage, though. That's nice for him. But you've really... Yeah, oh god, he did not stand a chance. Poor bastard. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
Ooh, I leveled up. That's nice. Oh, does he have any clues on him? He does not. Quest updated. He's gone missing. Assistant Waylon told you so, but the further blah, 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 Waylon attacked us. He is now dead. Okay. That is everything we knew. Let's explore this house for clues. Though he did at least kind of tell us where to go next, so even if we don't find any clues, we should be okay.
Going. And I'm off.
The body of the real Waylon. So that's too bad. Oh, symbol of Andraste and Genitivi's research. Great news. Okay, Brother Genitivi's research suggests that the village of Haven in the mountains to the west might have some clues as to the location of the urn. Brother Genitivi must have gone to Haven to confirm his search. Great. We know where to go now. And we're going to do that. We're going to go there. We're going to abandon some side quests because I will do those later off stream. Yeah. Well, yeah, if you go into that back room, if you have that conversation with fake Waylon and and he you get out of it without him like giving himself away and attacking you, you can just like leave and everything's fine and you don't have to worry about.
Do you think they sell silk ribbons in that store? I've been meaning to spruce up my boots for the longest time.
Are you talking? Wait, what store are you talking about? Oh yeah, Wonders of Thedas. Yes, I do want to take a look at Wonders of Thedas, actually. There is stuff there that I like. Mysterious door. Yes, yes.
Yes.
This is just me clearing up a side quest. I'm presenting a small painted box. A large shadow nods. A pouch of coins appears in exchange. The door closes. And we did it. We delivered something to the Friends of Red Jenny. Go into that warehouse some other time. And let's go shopping. I might come back here later, I guess. I don't have to go shopping on stream. But there's all kinds of things I can find in here.
Where do you think they get all this stuff? You think they have any miniature golem dolls?
I'll get you a miniature golem doll. You want a miniature golem doll? I'll do that for you, bud. Okay. I do think I have to go back here for one reason or another, but I don't remember.
Welcome to the Wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Best delivery team since Futurama. Thank you. Thank you. I don't think I have new magics. Oh yes, there's. Okay, might as well have a gift. And oh, what's this? Oh, Tim gives the reader 1 point to spend on a talent or a spell is rendered useless afterwards. You know, I might get that, but let's wait for now. Oh, and then this is a pretty good. Though, look at that. I have basically the same, very close to being the same staff that I just found on my own, so that's nice. I think if I was going to get another one, it would be for Wynne. But then there's all kinds of made stuff I can get. These are so expensive, but I mean, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Those are good. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Okay. Well, I'll think about it, you know. I'll take some time to think about if I want to buy anything from here. I think probably before the finale, for sure, I will want to buy the nicest stuff. But who knows what I'll find, you know. In the meantime, I might find really nice stuff. Like I found a staff that is comparable, if not quite better, than the best staff that they have at Wonders of Thedas. But anyway, Wonders of Thedas has, if you're going to buy stuff, it has the best stuff for mages.
Dwarven crafts.
Oh, yeah.
Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Hold on 1 second.
You won't find better.
1 second. I can finally reveal that that's what my sign says. Because he says that every single time you walk past that guy. So for the entirety of me streaming Dragon Age Origins, this has been my sign. Don't fall over. I shouldn't have messed with it. I shouldn't have messed with it. Okay, if that falls down in the middle of streaming, it makes a noise, it'll just be funny, because I'll scream about it probably. But yeah, he is actually, if you play, I want to say it's the Dwarven noble. It's one of the Dwarven origins, but if you play one of the Dwarven origins, then he's a character that you know. And I've never played far enough with a Dwarven playthrough to actually see if you can interact with him here. Anyway, I love crafts. Yeah, I mean, and they're fine Dwarven crafts. Here, listen.
Crafts. Fine Dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
You won't find better. Let's talk to him.
Welcome. Welcome. We sell only the strongest Dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road.
I'd rather buy information if you've got any to sell.
I'll answer what I can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong to me.
Interesting. Interesting way to put it. Who are some important people in Denerim?
It's the capital of Ferelden, so naturally the Queen and Regent are at the top.
Queen Honora and
Loghain.
Loghain.
Seems to be running the city guard is the new Arl Eamon. Came in from somewhere up north.
Hey, you know, I know where he came from. Fucking Rendon Howe, piece of shit. Someday I'm going to tell you all about the human noble origin and why Arl Howe is such a piece of shit. I'm still needing to... Oh my god. Just rookie mistake. Just terribly embarrassing. You're enjoying just hearing it too. I mean, it means I didn't have the subtitles. At least I had the game audio, so you didn't fully miss it. Anyway, here he is going to find Dwarven crafts. Anyway, gosh, what was he seeing? What's happening in the city right now?
The Landsmeet's the big news. Every dusty noble estate in Denerim is airing its sheets, waiting for the Lord to ride into town.
Oh, all right. Let me see what's in your store now.
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Oh. La-di-da. Yeah. No, he's got some good armor, but I think we have found at least comparable armor, if not better armor. And I think I can get some nice armor made. Oh, that's a good maul, though. I think that is actually better than Oghren. It is a little, yeah, it's a little better, and once you add all the bonus effects, it is better than Oghren's. And let's see if it is better than Sten's sword. It is not. Anyway, so if I got it, it would be for Oghren, and you know, I don't really use Oghren that much. Okay. Okay. Let's go. We'll go back to camp first. And then, wait, do you have anything to say?
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you.
Okay.
Thank you and farewell.
I can steal various things from those chests, but I need Zevran to do that, because I made Zevran into a little thief.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and he
she's saying the same thing. I feel like that's glitching. She's supposed to say pieces of the chant. She does a lot of the chant of light, which is like the Bible of this universe. Okay. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff back here. Oh yeah, there's the pearl. Okay, it's not like a physical place I go to. The alienage I'll want to go to eventually. Arl of Denerim State. No, Royal Palace. Can't go to any of those places yet. Just preaching the same shit as always. Yeah, so what's supposed to happen is she's supposed to preach the chant of light, which is like, that's what chanters do outside of the chantry. You pass by them and they only speak in verses from the chant of light. But she keeps replacing certain words with food related words. And that's why when we first walked by her, the one next to her was like, oh, nothing about dessert. This is a miracle indeed. It's because usually she does replace something with dessert, but she's just saying the same thing again. So I don't know if that's a glitch and we're just missing out on her delightful, oh, what's this over here? Oh, this must be a side quest that I got. Well, I'll get there eventually. Yeah. So yeah, what was I saying? She usually has a bit of a joke part. She's a switch, a little parody of the other chanters. That if that is a glitch, then we are sadly missing out on. But maybe next time I pass her, maybe I just needed to leave dinner and go back. And next time we pass her, she will be doing her silly, food version of the Chant of Light.
I guess I really don't know how to ask you this.
It's happening, everybody. Are you sweating?
No, I mean, yes. I mean, I'm a little nervous, sure. Not that this is anything bad or frightening or... Well, yes. Oh, how do I say this? You think it would be easier, but every time I'm around you, I feel as if my head's about to explode. I can't think straight.
That's very sweet. No, yeah, that's very sweet.
Here's the thing. Being near you makes me crazy. But I can't imagine being without you.
Zevran just lurking in the background.
Ever. I don't know how to say this another way. I want to spend the night with you, here, in the camp. Maybe this is too fast. I don't know, but I know what I feel.
Don't worry, Chromavision. His head is going to explode metaphorically. Metaphorically. I thought you'd never ask. I was starting to think you'd never ask. But this is why, so you can initiate this part of the romance. You can be the one to be like, hey, you wanna spend the night with me in my tent? But I think the version where he asks you is much cuter because he just gets so flustered and it's so sweet. Anyway, I thought you'd never ask. Oh no! Oh, we're glitching the. Oh boy! Oh no! This is that didn't look as as romantic as. Hey, we're getting the sex scene again though. You'll recall that that the music seems to be having trouble. It seems to be playing 2 tracks at once. This game, it's an older game, trying to run on a newer system. We can't blame it. Anyway, you'll notice if you were here for the Zevran scene that they are identical, so I wasn't sure if they would both play. But it turns out with the polymod, you get all the sex scenes. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Chromavision.
You know, according to all the sisters at the monastery, I should have been struck by lightning by now.
Mm-hmm. Not for that performance.
Meaning it was so great that the Maker himself has decided to spare me the usual punishment.
The sex in this is very interpretive dance, it really is.
You do realize the rest of our little party here is going to talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do that.
Yeah. First smart comment, and I feed them to the Darkspawn.
See? This is why I love you. So, what now? Where do we go from here?
No, I don't know, man. Oh, there is an option to say I really don't know. Oh, no, let's be romantic about it. We stay together no matter what happens.
Right, I can handle that. I hope. Before we go, have I told you that I love you? I did.
You did.
Well, it won't kill you to hear it again, will it?
Aw, I love you too.
See? Was that so hard?
It wasn't. There, we did it. We did it. We now officially have romanced both Zevran and Alistair. Yeah, great, excellent, sweet. Okay, great. Let's head to... Should I talk to anybody?
You call?
Maybe I...
Again? I'm game.
pay you a little bit of attention. No. Do you have...
You call? Can I respond in poetry? No?
You can. Wow, look at all these beautiful hearts and such emotes. Hey, do you actually enjoy being an assassin?
And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared. The authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses. Even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
You've never killed an innocent?
Now there is an interesting word, innocent. How many men do you know who can claim to be truly innocent? But if you're talking generalities, such as children and relatives and bystanders and such, never on purpose. But it happens. It's unfortunate, but death comes to us all. If not me, then some wasting disease, or a fall down the stairs, or at the hands of a darkspawn.
That means
it's all relative.
Seems most likely for us. I mean, I suppose that's true, but I feel like I'm going to say that it sounds a little bit. It sounds like a bit like an excuse.
Death happens, as we like to say. And when I get paid for it, death happens more often. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed. The pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
I'm going to say I take no pleasure in killing. We can't be too high and mighty about killing since we murder a lot in this game. This is one of those like weird dissonant things where I'm like riding a line here because it's a little bit dissonant that we do so much murder in this game, and then we can be like, what the fuck? But yeah, I take no pleasure in killing. I take pleasure in blowing things up, and sometimes that includes people. And I know that I cackle every time I use Walking Bomb and people explode into just like balls of blood. But that's, you know, if I could do that without killing anyone, I would.
It is not pleasure per se, nothing sexual. It is
God,
more
I
a
wasn't
sense of
suggesting
satisfaction,
sexual.
A feeling of power. Does that make sense? No matter. There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules. Oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else?
Oh, do I say flirty or do I say something encouraging? I'm gonna say something encouraging. Why not? You can do whatever you like.
Whereas I am content merely doing what I happen to be good at. It's a talent that not many come by honestly. I don't see why I need not pursue it. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine.
Yeah.
But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
All right. Okay. Let's check in on Shale now that Shale is our bestie.
I am listening.
Uh-huh. I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Nope. Oh my goodness. I have so many. Man, Shale had so much to say every time I talk to them that I think I haven't asked any of these questions before. So you're female. I had no idea. That was a recent revelation.
I did not think it needed to be said. It has never told me what gender it is, has it?
That's a great point. I am female.
Good for it. I am sure that to other creatures as soft and weak as itself, that would be perfectly obvious.
Well, you know.
The truth is that whatever gender I was is irrelevant now. I am a golem. I have no gender. It will not become an issue.
Are we going to fight over the same men? Quite real, no. No, not at all.
Good. Let us leave it at that. Now, let us crush something soft and watch it fountain blood. That is a girlish thing to want to do, yes?
Yeah. I mean, I literally just talked about how much I enjoy casting.
I am listening.
Walking bomb and making people explode into fountains of blood. So, yeah, I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
I don't. Girls' night, just, you know, exploding our enemies, squishing them into bloody patches on the ground, you know, just girly things. Okay, I'm gonna ask. I'll have one more conversation. This seems like I'm told you killed your former master, and I'm gonna say that, but it really seems like we're dredging up the past.
Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing
You
such?
did tell me that, but it was a while ago.
The master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
All of this is so much more accusatory than, you know, it's because this should have been an earlier conversation. It's not my fault that Shale just... Yeah, non-binary golem. Yeah, it's interesting because people do tend to use feminine pronouns for Shale, but I'm like, I don't know. They straight up say that they're not, that they don't have a gender anymore. So I kind of tend to they, them. I occasionally say she, her for Shale, but most of the time I tend to trend towards they, them just because, I don't know, they straight up say they have no gender. And what would keep you from doing it again?
Not a thing. If
Fair.
I wished to crush its head, I would have already done so.
Fair.
But I suppose it is worried I might begin randomly swinging about with my fists. Very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
Alter you? Why? You're fine just as you are. Just as you are.
Flattery. And obvious flattery, too. I feel warm and fuzzy inside.
You should.
He possessed my control rod. And back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
So he hit the kill me button by accident?
Oh, ho, ho. It does like to laugh, does it?
It does.
But who knows?
It does like to
I may
laugh.
have such a thing. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move.
Yeah, that's right.
Villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time, I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
That must have been terrible. I'm sorry.
In fact, at first, I found it more of a relief. For so many years, I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first, I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
Sounds like you had a good rest.
I think I was ready to move on. Another few years and the moss would have covered my face. And then where would I have been? Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes?
I guess.
And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Sounds good to me.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story.
I do.
Let us get back to the
You can
walking and the
smush
fighting.
them all you
My
want,
stomach
Shale.
is beginning to itch again.
Okay, I think we'll do just one more
I'm listening.
conversation with Shale.
It doesn't have better things to do.
And then we'll leave them for now. Are those crystals in your skin?
I like to think of them as accessories.
But what do they do?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
So they're decoration?
As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
That would be so useful. But we're not going to say that, because I don't think Shale appreciated being experimented on. But they can do other things too.
Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that, should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
You got it. Would you be willing to have more added?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures,
you
after
could.
all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
Nope, that answers it. Oh gosh, I can ask another one. Well, in that case, how did you end up in Honleith? Do you remember?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me.
Yes.
As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
You didn't like this Wilhelm, I take it. I mean, you did murder him.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
A little bit. Wilhelm's wife sold it, I believe.
Hag.
I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans. I don't think it's the scaring humans that was the problem, quite truly. I think it was the doing it against their will.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice.
Sure.
What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself.
Oh no. But why were you out in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
Funny behind the scenes story. Shale was originally planned to be a part of the companion, like one of the roster of companions in the main game. As it is, Shale is DLC. But they were meant to be part of the roster in the main game, and why they were kind of cut sort of late in the development of the game was because they couldn't figure out how to fit them through doorways, because they were, if you notice, whenever we fight golems, they are much bigger than Shale. And so originally Shale was the same size and used the same model as those other golems. And part of why they were cut from the game late in the development process was because they were figuring out how to fit them into spaces, the same spaces as your other companions, was proving to be a bit tricky. And then when they were looking for day one DLC that they could add to the game, one of the associate producers was like, well, we have this character that is like pretty much finished. We just have to figure out this one thing. So that's why Shale got added back to the game as day one DLC, as they figured out the solution that basically Shale states in game. They just shrunk Shale down and made them smaller than the other golems so that they could fit into the same spaces as the other characters. So yeah, that's a little behind the scenes story that I got from from that associate producer who I met at a conference one time. So yeah. Anyway, so it's a fun little in-game reference to that development story of Shale, is that is literally what happened also with, like, that literally is what happened with creating Shale in the game, is what happened to Shale in the game. That's super cool. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was a good little story. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to share that as we stumbled upon that. Anyway, how does someone shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
God. Oh, God. Do you remember anything before Honleith?
I travelled with the mage. He did a lot of travelling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Well, we sort of reminded you of it. Remind you to clip that later? All right, we'll do. Interesting. I'm done asking about that.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
I do. I've really restrained myself in this playthrough that we've been streaming. Okay, I guess maybe I should check in with Oghren too before I move on. Oh, I should check in with Leliana because we did the Marjolaine stuff.
Just leave me alone, Warden. Seriously.
Why? Are you upset about something?
Upset? I don't get upset. I get drunk.
That's concerning, Oghren.
Do you want to talk about something?
I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
No, okay, apparently I wouldn't.
All right.
We'll talk more later.
All right then.
Wait, hold on.
I got a moment, sure.
Tell me more about berserkers.
What the sod is there to know? You get mad, you fly into battle, and things die. It's pretty simple.
But are we friends
The hard
enough now
part
that
is
you can
getting in
teach?
touch with your rage.
My buddies?
We all learn to hold that back.
How to rage?
That's why we don't kill every duster who looks at us sideways. You need to shut that off. For some people, being in battle is enough. But others have to think about something. Violence, monsters, nobles, your wife, whatever.
Your wife was a piece of work, I'll give you that.
Aye, especially my wife.
All right. Thank you for the lesson. Goodbye.
Aye, all right then.
I'm sure the fact that it's taking a while to load out of cutscenes is fine, and I shouldn't be worried.
Oh, hello. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
I'd like to talk about what happened today.
It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking.
What about?
I can't get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her.
Yeah, that's
she
wild.
She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me. And now that she can't, she wants me dead. It hurts to realize that I never really knew her.
Okay, well, I'm not going to tell her to get over it. Maybe... sometimes people surprise you.
I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go. She is self-serving, cruel. She uses people, then discards them. But that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry.
Well, the fact that you're worried about it, but you said the Maker wanted you to leave? No, any of these is fine, actually. Yeah, but you said the Maker wanted you to leave.
I could have been wrong about the Maker. I know you doubt me sometimes. Maybe you're right.
Well.
Maybe I just doubt myself is there.
Me and the Chantry just don't get along.
To know there's someone watching out for me. To know I'm not alone.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to give you a crisis of faith. You're not alone, Leliana.
But I was. I was alone and desperate when I fled to Ferelden. I went to the only place I knew would take me. I forgot my life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the time. That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. Even now, I feel some regret at not ending her life in order to protect my own.
I did not tell you that we should have killed her. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with regretting stuff, and there's nothing wrong with, yeah. It's just, you know, wanting to protect yourself, but you made the right decision in the moment. I don't know if that's what I'm implying by saying this, but that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that.
Isn't there? It's the first step down this dark path. First thought, then action.
We all have a lot of thoughts.
What we're doing, what we've done. Hunted men down. Killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping.
Marjolaine chose who she became. So can you.
How can you be so sure?
I don't know. Evil doesn't worry about not being good. That's pretty good. You left the chantry to help others. That means something. No, I'm going to say evil doesn't worry about not being good.
That is true. I can always trust you to show me things from a different perspective. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things to consider.
You bet.
Thank you for listening to me.
You betcha. Anytime. Anytime. Oh, look at me inspiring all my companions. Okay, okay, I'll check in with Wynne as well.
Have you given any thought to what Denerim said? There is wisdom in his words. You are a mage, and you could be what the Circle needs most.
I mean, I didn't really like the Circle. But I want to be nice to you about it. Let's take the easy way out. I might not survive the blight. Might die.
But if you do, what then? You're not an apostate like Denerim. You could return, help us rebuild. Your life as a Grey Warden has given you a chance to venture abroad, farther than many mages have been. You've seen the world, dealt with kings and lords, Templars and apostates. You've seen the good and bad of all of these. You could bring these experiences back to the Circle, improve it with what you know. It will take time, but it can be done. Slowly.
I mean, I would like it to improve. You could change the Circle. Why me? I assume the reason that she thinks it should be me is because she knows she's on borrowed time, but I'm still gonna ask her.
Oh, believe me, I would if I could. But I am not long for this world.
No.
Day by day, I feel myself weakening.
No.
I will not live to see the Circle rebuilt and made stronger and more glorious. This will be a dream I take to my grave. It doesn't have to be a dream for you.
Well, I got out of that conversation without agreeing to anything, so I call that a win. I managed to not disappoint my grandma, and also didn't agree to do anything that she'll be disappointed in me not doing later. Okay. Yeah, that's good for now. I don't think Morrigan has anything new to say to me, so I will wait to check in with her. And let's...
Going.
Let's
Yes.
go to Haven. Where is it? Village of Haven. That's a long way. I might get a random encounter. Maybe I won't, though. I did enough side quests off stream, enough traveling back and forth, that I might have used up all the random encounters already. There's more random encounters in Denerim, I know, but we're not in Denerim now. So look at that. Look at that. We might have done it. We might be free of random encounters for the rest of the game. Except when we're traveling in Denerim. Oh, I should actually save here. This is a new, a new location. All right. Now,
what are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here.
Okay, take it easy. Very well, excuse me. My bad. My mistake. No, I have business here.
No, you do not.
Okay.
I would have been informed if someone was expecting a visitor.
No, we're gonna be straightforward. I was thinking about being, okay, but you know what? I don't think we're too sus yet. Is there a brother Genitivi here?
Who? Perhaps Revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak.
I don't think so.
Unfortunately,
Revered Father,
he's
though.
ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
A Revered Father, huh?
That's what I said.
New. I wonder what this means.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition.
Sure. Are your traditions very different from ours?
Our ways are not the ways of the lowland cities.
Okay, fair. Have you heard of the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
The urn is nothing but a legend.
You know, I have heard that, but I would like to find out that it's real, because I need it. Brother Genitivi's research suggests that it may be more.
I do not know who Brother Genitivi is or what he says.
But
However,
he was supposed to
I'm
have
sure
headed
people
this
can
way.
convince themselves of anything.
Why do you have a revered father? Priests are women. I don't mean to sound accusatory, I'm just curious.
It's always been thus in Haven.
Oh, he said
we
that
do
already?
not question tradition.
Okay. I would like to explore Haven for a while.
We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo.
Well, I wouldn't be treating it as a zoo. I just
Ask and be on your way.
would be walking around it like you would any other village. How long has Haven been here?
Haven's always been here. My family knows no other home.
Okay. Why haven't I heard of Haven before then?
We keep to ourselves. We see no need to announce our presence to the world. It's more peaceful that way.
Okay. Who is in charge of the village?
Father Eirik is our spiritual leader and guide. He's in the chantry giving a sermon. You should not disturb him.
Okay. I don't need to know anything else about Haven.
Then perhaps you should return to the lowlands.
I can't do that. Very well, excuse me.
You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
You
Did it
bet.
just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
Okay. I'm going to take, I think, another very quick break, just like 2 minutes. I'll come back at like 22 after. And then we'll do a bit more Haven, and then, yeah, I think I know what I want to get to, and it shouldn't take too much longer, and then we'll call it. But yes, I'm going to take a real quick break right now, and then be back in like 2 minutes. And we're going to do more Haven. It's going to be great. See you soon. What's up? I'm back. Nice and brief. Okay, look at this lovely town. You know what? Even with the textures low, you can kind of see it's just like pretty and blue. And you got the soft falling snow. It's nice. You know, I like Haven as a location. Do I just go into random people's houses?
Come, bonny Lynne. Tell us where you've been. Were you up? Were you down? Chasing rabbits around the town. Come, bonny Lynne. Tell us where you've been. Come, bonny Lynne. We've a bed to put you in. It is soft, it is warm. It will shelter from the storm. Come, bonny Lynne. We've a bed to put you in. Dear bonny Lynne. Sleeps the peaceful crib within. A mossy stone, a finger bone. No one knows but Lynne alone. Dear bonny Lynne. Sleeps the peaceful crib within.
This kid seems normal. Let's talk to him.
Who are you? You shouldn't be here.
This kid is creepy as fuck. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good timing that popped up just as I said. This kid seems normal. Who are you? Let's start simple.
I asked you first.
That's fair. I'm quite real.
Lowlanders don't belong here.
Okay. I didn't get much out of him. I guess I could try talking to him again.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I just have some questions. I bet you're a clever boy. What do you know about Haven?
Haven is Haven. But I have a secret. Do you want to see?
Yes. I don't know that I do, but show me. I don't think I've done this before, guys. I don't think I've been bold enough to click him again. So, yes, show me. It's a finger bone. He was just kind of poetrying about a finger bone. Bleached. Okay, so the boy pulls out something from his pocket and shows it to you, a finger bone bleached white by the sun and polished through constant handling. Who did that belong to?
Don't know.
Okay.
It's lucky. I keep it with me. Don't tell anyone, all right?
I'm no narc. Do I keep talking to this kid? Or do you think if I bother him too much, it's going to have bad consequences? I don't think I have experienced that before. And so that makes me kind of want to see what happens if I keep talking to him.
Lowlanders
oh,
like
nothing.
You.
Okay, we're good.
They left, I think. I never saw them again.
Uh-huh. Hey, you haven't happened to see some missing knights, huh? Dear, dear Bonnie Lynne with the same cadence as I Love Rock and Roll. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go back through this and I'm going to see if the lines of that poem work with the tune, the full tune of I Love Rock and Roll, because that would be a hilarious cover. I don't think they do, but hey.
Might I offer you a bit of advice, my good friend Alistair?
I like my hair the way it is, thank you.
Truly, as you wish. Though my advice is regarding something else completely. It has to do with your recent exertions with your fellow Grey Warden that I overheard.
My... Oh.
It did seem as if you just got going when all grew quiet. You are feeling all right, yes? Perhaps you're tired.
We aren't talking about this, are we? Did I hit my head?
I have some roots from home that you may chew if you need energy. As for volume, perhaps you ought to try arching your...
Whoa. Awkward.
You Fereldans are so finicky. How will you ever learn how to pleasure each other unless you talk about it?
Not listening. La la la.
Just a normal chat between my boyfriends. I very strongly remember that banter, and I wondered if it would still trigger because of the polymod, because I'm romancing both of them, and I am thrilled to see that it did. Delightful. Oh, look at everybody leveling up. I feel like it's an even better conversation between our two boyfriends. Like, he's genuinely like, hey, we gotta make sure that our girl is satisfied, okay? So we really need to talk about this. Saw sword. Okay, I recall this being an okay sword. Oh, well, certainly Zevran is not strong enough to wield it, but I don't think it's as good as... No, it's not as good as... It's not as good as our sword from Krypton. Great. No, I'll wait to level up off stream. I don't think anything... I'm going to try and stop before anything too dramatic happens. That would require me to have all of the skill points at my disposal. I am going to go into that villager's house because I'm a snoop. And I'm going to do it. I must sing it with that cadence next stream. All right. If it works, if it fits, I promise you that I will sing the Bonnie Violent. Maybe not next stream, but I'll do something. I'll sing it somewhere. Maybe as the announcement. Maybe as the Instagram stories announcement, I'll sing it. I feel like I can't do it live without being horribly embarrassed. There's a reason why the Bee Gees on Their Mind is... Why Bee Gees on Their Mind is like is a 90,000 point redemption, not point, bits redemption.
Huh.
No, point. Channel points. I get bits and channel points mixed up. That's locked. Something funny. Oh, I found more love letters. Great. Are you locked as well? Yeah. Oh. This altar appears to have been used recently. A pool of blood remains running over the sides in dark rivulets.
Used for food preparation, perhaps?
That's so optimistic of you, Alistair, and it's very charming. Does meat bleed that much? I mean, it depends on the meat.
I'm just trying to be optimistic.
Yeah.
The explanation is slightly more disturbing.
Yeah.
I wonder. The crows often made sacrifices of blood, and it gave them uncanny abilities.
No, Dr. Chompy. What is it, boy? Was someone killed here? Is it human blood? Can Dr. Chompy tell when it's like human or elf blood or dwarven blood? I've never had Dr. Chompy with me for this. Remember that this is my first time playing with the mod, so... yeah, what is it, boy? Was someone killed here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This village is not quite what it seems, is it?
No. Oh. Hey, Dr. Chompy. Hi, buddy. Chromavision wants you to be pet and redeemed the Dr. Chompy reward, so here's some pets. He's a good boy. Okay. Alarming. Oh, right. This town seems fine and normal. Uh-oh. They didn't like us going in that house. They didn't like us going in that house. Okay, wait. Anyone seem particularly tough? They don't even have weapons. This feels bad. The kid's not here, at least. Then, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Yes. They're in a nice line. Let's get them. Oh, they're all coming for me.
Let's have at it.
Another point for me.
Whew. I mean, that wasn't too tricky, but oops. They didn't like that, huh? They didn't like me snooping in their house. In their sacrifice murder house. Well, only one thing to do then, and that's travel up the hill. You know, make a deal with God.
And I'm off.
See if we can't find their version of the chantry, because... Whoa, shit! Oh, a mage! Oh, shit! Oh, no, my crushing prism isn't back yet. Okay, that's fine. They do not seem particularly strong. Please don't attack me. Oh, he vanished. No good, no good. I probably, if I'd stood here, could have gotten all three of them, but oh well. And... Alright, alright. The good news is they are not super tough. They are just cultists, as you can see from the label. Which is fine. This is fine. It's fine. Anyway, you'll recall my minorly spoilery comment on Josh's stream when he was streaming Cult of the Lamb. He made the, I made the comment at the end of the stream that, speaking of cults, do an Urn of Sacred Ashes next. So yeah. Gotta love a cult. Oh, I don't think I can shop in the village shop. I think I messed that up. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone's here. Oh, but there's some stuff in here. Oh, a locket. Oh, a locket that I can give to someone. I hope I replace the picture in it first, because otherwise that's super weird. Oh, God. Corpse? The armor and clothing left on this dismembered man indicate that he was from Redcliffe. He's one of the missing knights of Arl Eamon. It went away before I could read that whole thing out loud, but that's more or less what it said. So, starting to figure out why all of the Arl's knights kept disappearing. These cultists snuck up on them and killed them. And, okay, there's just that place. Where did I come from? I never know. Okay, I just went around this area. I think I want to go this way more. Yes, because I came down from that area. Okay. Wait. So this is... where am I? Over here? Over here seems right. Yeah, that's where I came from. Okay. And that's the shop. Uh-oh. Hello. You were really bold to come and attack us on your own, bud. Real bold. And I respect that. As a squishy mage who charges headlong into battles constantly, I respect that a lot.
Yes.
A little bit. They got a little bit too close to me. Knocked me down. And... Uh-huh. Ew, there was some gore sounds there. Oh, can't go up there. Okay. Okay. All right.
You hear that? There's people in the Chantry. The whole town, maybe.
I mean, now the whole town. Now that we've killed everybody else. Though, nice of that child to have hidden. I would, not... Despite the child being super creepy, I would not have felt good about attacking him or attacking his townsfolk in front of him. I'll tell you that much. Okay.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the holy and beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her...
Hi. Welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far?
Sure. It's been great. Oh boy, I found all kinds of things, so... Do I go right out the gate with being accusatory? Yes, you killed the Knights of Redcliffe. I saw the bodies.
This, my brothers, is what happens when you let an outsider into the village. They have no respect for our privacy. She will tell others of us if we let her. Word will spread, and then what? You, stranger, do not understand our ways. You would bring war to Haven in your ignorance.
Wasn't gonna bring war here. I could say you're right about bringing war on you. You deserve it. No, you know what? What I'm most concerned about is Brother Genitivi. What about Brother Genitivi? What have you done to him?
We don't owe you any explanations for our
actions. Like a little bit.
We have a sacred duty.
A little bit of explanation would be nice.
To protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven.
Now, let's...
All right. Well, into the crushing prison to you. Oops, no, not Zevran. There we go. And let's stun everybody else. Good news is everybody else ran away, so we're fine. Fighting a little tickle in my throat. I know every time I cough, I do think about your laryngitis, and I'm like, I mean, maybe. I don't think it's that. I think it's just my throat is dry. I am drinking wine after all, and coffee, and not a lot of water today. But you never know. You never know. We'll find out on Thursday.
And I'm off.
Excellent, excellent. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. We've got a bunch of stuff. And what's this? A brick wall? Oh, buddy. Brother Genitivi!
Who are you? They've sent you to finish it.
No. I'm QuiteContraryTV. I'm here to help you.
You don't know how glad I am to see someone who isn't from this village. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
I have some bandages. Maybe they'll help.
Thank you.
He's got a cough too.
That feels much better.
It's this cold air.
I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain.
Ah, the urn. I need to find the ashes. Arl Eamon gets sicker by the day.
The Arl is sick. Will he live?
If I find this urn. The Arl was poisoned under Logain's orders. Let's make sure you're on our side.
Politics never did anyone any good.
Well.
The Arl is a noble soul. But the ashes will surely cure him.
That's my plan.
Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Iric wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it.
I think I have it. This medallion?
Yes, that is your key.
Aha.
Take me to the mountainside and I will show you.
Boy. Okay. Are you sure you can make the journey?
It is not that far, and will you let me lean on you?
Sure.
For the urn, any pain is worth enduring.
Oh, buddy. Could you answer some questions for me first?
All right. What is on your mind?
I don't know. I just clicked that option because it was there. Do you know about the knights who were sent to look for you?
Yes, of course. How could I forget?
Oh, dear.
Iric said they were ambushed. Some killed. A few brought back to Haven to be questioned.
Ooh.
He was so self-righteous about it, so smug. He seemed pleased that he had tortured and murdered these men.
He seems like a swell guy. Iric's not going to be bothering anyone else for a while.
Good. Iric and his fellows were a blemish in the Maker's sight. If the Maker would even deign to look upon this world, that is. Let's just talk about something else now, shall we?
Even. It's a little odd, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be.
Why does Haven have revered fathers?
I do not know. When the Chantry was established, it was decided that only female priests would ever be ordained. It is possible that the villagers, the disciples of Andraste, predate the Chantry and so have no knowledge of the Chantry's rules.
I mean, that's a cool thought. What do you know about Haven and its people?
They call themselves the disciples of Andraste. They are very, very devoted. One could say fanatically so. They must be here to protect the urn, but they speak of Andraste as though she was still alive.
Interesting. Is that possible? I'm going to ask that because we've seen some weird shit, you know?
I'm old enough to know that anything is possible, child.
That was my thought.
Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
What were the villagers doing with you?
They seemed intent on finding out personal information about me, where I grew up, things like that.
Weird. Oh, that's right. That makes sense. They were planning to place a fake Genitivi in Denerim.
How do you know?
I have real bad news. There was an imposter Wynne at your house.
An imposter? What happened to the real Wynne?
I'm sorry, but he's dead.
Oh, poor Wynne. I should never have dragged you into this. Make us take you into his hands, my boy.
I'm sorry, brother.
He believed in me, even when I lost faith in myself. I will honor his memory. Was there something else you wanted to say?
I was hoping you could answer some questions I have. I don't actually know that I have any more questions, but let's just double check.
What is on your mind?
The ashes will cure Arl Eamon, won't they?
I certainly hope the ashes will save him. The legends speak of their miraculous powers. There are many stories of pilgrims being healed, the blind seeing, and the lame dancing in joy. Perhaps it is Andraste that does this. Perhaps it is belief itself. By believing the ashes are magical, you make them so.
I suppose that's possible.
Anyway, that can be discussed once we actually have the ashes, and the Arl is better.
That's enough talk for now, I think.
So run along and get that medallion then.
I got it. Is this the medallion you were talking about?
Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside and I will show you.
In a while, I want to make sure it's safe outside. I think it is.
That's wise. There are many more villagers than the ones you've already dealt with.
I may have... You know what? That might not be true. It is possible to get here if you didn't snoop. It is possible to get here without having all the villagers attack you on the way. But then if you go back out, they will attack you at this point. So it might actually be safe out. I might have already taken care of all of the villagers that were going to be a problem, but there might be more. So still worth checking first. Yep. No, I think it's safe. I think we did it. All right, back in we go. Because I'm pretty sure they attack you like right outside the door right away if they're going to. So I think because I was a snoop. All right, Brother Genitivi, let's go.
Ah, you're back.
Yep.
Well?
Things are great. Yes, we already asked about this.
That is your key. Take me to the mountainside and I will show you.
Okay. All right, let's leave now. He seems like he really wants to go, so.
Ah, good. Help me up here. I'll try not to slow us down.
It's all right. You take your time. Any second now. We're going to call it soon anyway, so. This is where I just wanted to get to this temple.
Here we are. Give me the medallion. Let's see if I remember. Yes, you see, it can be manipulated. Just like this.
Sure.
And there. A key to open the way.
How did you know how to do that?
There are very few keys like this left in the world. But I have seen some.
Oh, cool.
When you find the right combination, it just feels right. It is hard to explain. Now, let's see if we can open this door. There should be a place to insert this. have seen this hall in all its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain.
You need to stay alert now, brother. But I like the yes, get moving, you old geezer.
I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted. I apologize.
You need to be wearing
These
more clothing.
carvings were created just
Need to
after
get you a winter
Andraste's
jacket.
death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm of the mind that it might keep him out of trouble. I don't want to take him with me. He certainly can't fight. That might keep you out of trouble for a bit.
I could not keep up with you with my injuries.
Yeah.
I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go. I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the Urn.
Is there anything else I need to know about the temple?
It was designed to protect the Urn from those who would steal it or do harm to it. Namely, the Tevinter Imperium.
What sort of dangers are we talking about here?
I'm not sure. The legends were never very specific on that point. Only the faithful shall lay eyes on the sacred ashes. Death and misfortune await the unbeliever. The Maker's gaze has fallen on Andraste's final resting place. He weeps for his beloved, and his wrath at her betrayers endures.
So it is the wrath of the Maker that strikes men down?
That is what the legend says.
Okay.
And the Maker may indeed watch this place.
Okay.
Read between the lines, however, and you'll understand that it is merely a simple truth draped in hyperbole and metaphor. After all, no one wants to hear Willie toiled for many a year to perfect the curious mechanisms that would send a sharpened spike up the arse of the unwary intruder.
I like you. Cunning.
I think my decision to stay here was the best one, don't you?
I do think that. Try not to get try not to get in trouble.
I'll be right here if you need me.
Just like hide if anybody shows up. Yeah, so this is it's a cool temple. I am a big fan of this location because I think it is cool. But I think that's where we're gonna leave off, is this neato location. I think that's where we're going to leave it. And we'll get into the bulk of, we'll explore the temple next stream. Yeah. So, that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Let me mute this real quick. There we go. Yeah, so that's what we're going to, where we're going to call it for the night. Next time we'll do the whole, I think we'll be able to get through the Temple of Doom. This one's more ice themed than fire themed than the Temple of the Temple of Doom I'm thinking of anyway. Your timing is maybe the greatest for my streams. Oh no. Hey, Dr. Chompy's everywhere. Truly. Well, I'm sad to say, Venomous Goat, that you, hi, by the way, but I'm sad to say you missed the cultists in Haven. They were lovely. I killed most of them, if not all of them. But otherwise, you didn't miss the temple itself, so who knows? There may be more cultists within. Who can say? We'll find out next time. That's okay. I actually got home half an hour ago, but couldn't do math and was like, she can't still be going. So this one is on me, honestly. Yeah. Well, I did, I went almost 3 hours. So that's, not bad. And the game didn't crash even once. It's, terrible texture quality. I'm going to maybe play around and see if I can up the texture quality a little bit and have it not crash horribly, but if not, it's, but yeah, that is how I solved that's how I solved the constant crashing problem, is that I had to turn all of the stuff way down. So the textures are very strange now and kind of muddy, but yeah. It was completely predictable in normal amount of time, but I did not math. Yeah, this is fair. Mathing is hard. No one wants to math at the end of the day. Ew. Gross. But I will be back on Thursday. This was a bonus stream to make up for the fact that I missed last Thursday, and I just didn't want to go that long again without playing Dragon Age, because I had, on purpose, I had planned for missing the stream before that, so it would have been so long without Dragon Age. And we're going to do more on Thursday, and then maybe I'll do more early next week again at some point, because I may not be able to stream next Thursday. Not this coming Thursday, but the following Thursday, because of a shoot. We'll see. It's possible I'll be able to, but yeah. Drag on. Yeah, that's exactly it. We don't want this Dragon Age turned into a drag on age. But yeah, so my plan is to maybe try and sneak in another Dragon Age stream before that shoot, or boo for your own joke. Booing your own joke. No, take pride in it. Take pride in it. Yeah, so I will, on my socials, keep people updated on if and when I'm going to stream again. So yeah. Oh, those ones didn't float around the screen. I wonder if it's the animation that got them. I think it is. I think what happens with animated emotes is they definitely aren't animated when they float around the screen. They just, here we go. Hi, Dr. Chompy. All these Dr. Chompies. Is that you banned because you're upset about the lack of animated one? Well, what happens is, so they don't animate in this floating around the screen. So what they do is they take the first frame of the animation, and that's what floats around the screen. And I think from the looks of it, your beautiful, beautiful animated cats, don't have anything in the first frame. Banning for the drag on jokes. Got it. Also better. Well, this is extremely abusable. Listen, I can turn it off, and I can, but I'm delighted by it. But there's a few settings for this, so that what I have active is the emote wall. I can turn it so that it doesn't do repeat, so that if you're spamming, it still only does it one time. So if I did that, for example, Rosale Play would just have, despite putting so many heart cuckoos in the chat, only one would have popped up, because it's the same one over and over again. Same with these pizzas, there would only be one. I can also turn down how long they hang out on the screen, but until such a time that there's like a whole bunch. This is the kind of stuff that I will do if I end up with a super, super active chat, that, to try and keep it. Basically, there's ways to manage it so that it's not as abusable as it is right now. The reason I allow it to be as abusable as it is right now is because we don't have enough people in chat that abusing it is really a problem. So yeah, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the beauty of just a bunch of emotes jumping around my face. I think it's funny. Quick before I go, Rings of Power, yay or nay? I have not seen it yet. I would like to, but honestly, it's not super high on my list of things that I want to catch up on. I'm not concerned about. I'm not super concerned about spoilers for it, so it's not as high on the list for me. But so I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to see it eventually, because love me some fantasy TV shows and Tolkien lore. You'll just binge Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. Yeah. When the seasons are done. Gotcha, yeah. There are one or more elves. This is the horrible spoilers. How dare you? No, it's that one, even if I did care about spoilers, could have predicted that one. But yeah, so going to try and sneak in some more Dragon Age streams, but the next one will be Thursday night as per usual. I may not be able to stream the following week. I will keep people posted on my socials for that. And what great timing for my socials timer that it popped up there. I even double checked to make sure that no one else had posted it because it was so well timed. Well done, Cloudbot. So yeah, otherwise I also stream on Monday mornings, usually Talespire, which is just like a D&D 3D map building thing. So 60 of those hearts is not the character limit. Wow, that's incredible. That's so many. I mean, I could could turn down, that's another thing I could manage. I could make it so that you're not allowed to do big long chats. Hate binging things, honestly. Give me 1 episode a week any day. I agree with that, actually. I prefer weekly to binging. That being said, when something is in a position where I can binge it, I do. I can't help myself. But I also don't retain as much binging. So what I have taken to doing is binging something and then watching it again like immediately afterwards at a slower pace. I do not possess self-control. Never heard of it. Who is she? I like the 1 episode a week formula for shows I care about more than Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. Fair enough. Yeah. Like on this, not other things. Also fair. Yeah, we did have that discussion about in your last stream about treats being something that we have no willpower not to consume when they're there. Yeah, because anyway, there's what was I saying? Oh yeah, that I had done that with Sandman. Like I watched it, I binged it in like 2 days and then did a slower rewatch of it. Well, actually what I did was I binged it and then I reread the volumes of the comics that I had, which was the first 3. And then after I'd reread them, I started watching it slower again. And I've since then started ordering the volumes of the comic that I don't have in order to catch up with those. True Detective was great for that. Yeah, 'cause I like some shows where the community speculates together week to week. Yeah, that's definitely for shows like that where you get some cool opportunities, things that are mysteries or whatever, where there's opportunity to speculate. That's always fun to have week after week. But even if there's not, like even if it's not a show that you do a lot of speculating with, I just find I retain it better if I watch it slower. But yes, yeah, the community aspect is actually what I like about not binging. I also just find that the show has more of an impact on me if I don't take it in all at once. Yeah, it's the latter was what I was trying to get at before, but you said better was that just like it makes more of an impact and I take it in better if I don't watch it all at once. But yeah. But there are some shows that are like very much designed for binging in a way that is cool, which is funny, because one that comes to mind is a show that was released weekly because it was on network television, but I feel like I binged it because I watched it on DVD, was Veronica Mars, and it was something that came out weekly, but I watched it long after it had been canceled and binged it, and that was a fun show to binge. And if you pay too much attention, you start to see all the plot holes, so in some ways binging it is much more fun because you're like, whoa, even though it's a mystery and you could speculate. Yes, I remember episodes better when it's 1 a week. I just have some shows I'm cool to just binge. Yeah, that's same. There's some that I'm fine with just binging. I'm fine with not retaining as much and just having fun. Russian Doll was great like that. Yeah. Some shorter series just feel like a long movie. In regards to Russian Doll. I also fully admit that I watched more things. I might feel differently about this. That's true. Yeah, I like to watch a lot of things. So some things, it's like the stuff that I want to watch slowly, I'm like, I should watch this slowly. And then there's stuff that I'm like, I'm fine with not retaining as much. I'm fine with it not making as much of an impact. I'm fine to just binge this. But since I watch very little, I have a better and easier time doing it in bits over time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's cool. It's lots of, but I was going back to Jason's Chromavision's comment about Sandman. We should watch Sandman. It's a good time. I'd watch it again already. Especially since I ordered the next 4 volumes, and naturally they arrived. 5, 6, and 7 arrived, and 4 still hasn't yet. So I still haven't read beyond volume 3. It was very nice of the first season. I went into the first season fully expecting to get spoilers for volumes that I hadn't read yet, and that possibility, but very kindly the first season only covered stuff that I had already read. Volume 4 is one of your 2 favorites. Okay, I'm super excited then. But yes, Kirby Howell Baptiste, I don't actually, Howell Baptiste, yeah, Boyd Holbrook and David Thewlis are all outstanding. 100% agree. So I think there are some just from. I would also put Gwendolyn Christie on that list. I think that she also just like is a great choice for her character. I don't know. There's a lot of great choices there, but like fucking David Thewlis also just like there was something about him that was just so it was I don't know. He just did such a great job. I like Gwendolyn Christie, but I didn't find her performance as captivating. Still good though. I did, but it was like I guess I feel like the ones you listed are probably the most captivating. I think you have listed the like top 3 casting choices there. But what I really liked about Gwendolyn Christie was like how angelic she was, which is like I think was just like it was a cool vibe. Ooh, I should raid Goblin Tuesday. Great idea. I always forget to raid. I've never raided before. This seems like a nice cozy group of people to do a raid with, to practice my first raid with. So great idea. So actually, before I get too caught up in talking about the great cast of Sandman, which I think would be a great discussion as more, because I know Catherine intends to watch it at some point. I lent her my first 3 volumes so that she can read it. Yes, Lucifer gets a bit of a redesign later, but she's very close to the original version. Yeah, that's exactly it. Is she's like she very much nails Sandman's Lucifer in a way that was very fun. And it was just fun to see her, I don't know, play a character like that. It was cool. But yes. It's great. I'll talk more about it later, perhaps. Later, Lucifer, even in Salmon, is David Bowie. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess I should be clear that because I have only read the first 3 volumes, I'm basing this solely on the Lucifer that you see very early on in Sandman. But yeah. So real quick before I close out, if you want to see me between streams, I and a bunch of my friends do, with the spoiler policy doesn't really matter anymore. I'm not playing anymore. I'm done. We're wrapping up. It's okay, Streamlabs. You can take a rest now. But you can find me on YouTube with some friends at Polychrome Entertainment, where we play video games together, occasionally review food, but mostly video games. And it's a great time. A lot of those people at the Polychrome Entertainment channel are also streamers on Twitch, like me, and a few of them are in the chat right now. So we have Rosale Play, who, depending on her health situation, she has laryngitis, so depending on a few things, may or may not be streaming tomorrow, but usually streams Polychrome. Thank you for highlighting that message with channel points there, Chromavision. But here, let me put the version that will get the link for everybody in the chat. Here we go. Good Lord, indeed. But yeah, so Rosale Play streams on Wednesdays. Hopefully we'll be able to stream tomorrow, but health permitting, we wish her a speedy recovery of her voice. So yes, Rosale Play on Wednesdays. Oh no, I spelled it wrong, guys. I shouted out some random person. I got a. There we go. Oh no, I did it too soon now. Oh god, this is a disaster, everybody. It's a disaster. And there we go. This is the real one. Do this one. This one right here. This is the real Rosale Play. Not Rosale Play. Anyway, taking a bit of a break now because of work reasons, but hanging out in the chat is Chromavision TV. He usually streams on Fridays, but like I said, he's on a bit of a hiatus. he often streams retro games. Man, I can't talk and type at the same time. I almost did a typo for you as well, Chromavision. Okay, that should be the right one. Then on Sunday evenings, need to finish Celeste someday. Yeah, so often retro games or platformers is what Chromavision plays. Though, you know, he's open to playing a lot of things. They are playing retro! Yeah. Anyway, we also have Venomous Goat TV hanging out in the chat here, and he streams on Sunday nights. And is currently playing Yakuza Kiwami 2, which I am enjoying. I'm very excited about. It's a good time. Back with my boys. And then often streaming, actually usually when I am streaming right now, is... Sorry, I started exploring mod view when I was doing shoutouts and couldn't skip tutorials fast enough to help. Oh no. That's all right. I got typing fingers. I can figure it out. But yes, Robadoo TV also is a polychrome person who streams, and he often does, actually, when I'm streaming right this second, he does lots of Tuesday nights and Monday nights, but his work schedule is, Yakuza's on PS Plus Premium. I have a few on PC, so okay. But yes, Robodude's work schedule is also quite hectic, so his streaming schedule is a little more sporadic right now. And then finally, last but not least, is Vantana PNX, who has been guest streaming with Rosale Play on weekends on Rosale Play's channel, but on September 19th is going to do her first solo stream on her channel. So look forward to that. I'm real excited about it. But yeah, that's it. That's the Polychrome gang. We also got Cinema Buns. He's not streaming yet, but you know, he also hangs out over at the Polychrome Entertainment channel, so you can see some of him there. So with that, let's raid Goblin Tuesday, assuming he's still going strong. And also, how do I do that? People teach me. I'm affiliate now, and I don't know how to raid people. Some people teach me how to raid. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure things are all okay. Now I know there's like a raid button over here. But yeah. /raid and then username. Okay. /the-raid. Okay, hold on. Everybody hold on while I make sure. I gotta make sure that I do this correctly. So I'll focus on... Ooh, yeah. Do I have to put it in square brackets, or can I just do their name? And do I have to add them? I mean, you'll all be fine if I just... Let's see. This channel is intended for mature audiences. All right, here we go. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Good night. We are going to raid now. Heck yeah. It's working. It totally is working. Let's go. I'm going to raid right now. I'm going to click the raid now button. Hell yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.